how to work the game. I know how to process things and be successful. But in all reality, I know that I could be better. So I'm gonna do team practice. Just working on running some plays against these. I'm gonna run it against some blitz defense. I'm glad it's Dallas too. I'm really glad it's Dallas. I need the best pass rush I can get, best DB cores I can get that'll even things out. I just want to be better with passing the ball, making good plays, making good reads, things like that. Also trying to explain plays, understand them, what to use, stuff like that. Because low key, I'm not garbage, but I be selling in solo battles, and I always play on legend. That's probably why. Like, it's just like you're playing another person. Some games you'll cook, other games you'll get smoked, another game you might only lose by 3, another game you'll only win by 3. So it's like playing a real person when I'm playing on legend, especially with my ultimate team. My ultimate team is not that good. I don't go searching for cards. I just use what I got and move on from there. So my power-up cards ain't dropped yet, so that's the reason I haven't been. But anyway, so first game we're gonna go for try to play against I'm gonna try and play against like this is zone blitz. So what should I do here? Okay. So I don't know the play. If I don't know the play, I would want to I would low-key want to attack that safety right there on a deep route. If all else fails, I run the slant. So let's see how this goes. So it was a good ball. Okay. So let's go back, right? So let's go back. Let's look at it from this perspective, okay? So here it is a zone, right? The middle zone. So what happened here is the flat zone, which is this man, steps inside because the middle zone is on the outside, waiting for the tight end to come up in coverage. And he drops a little too deep. If I waited it out, I mean, I could get it directly in game, a real game. I feel like getting it over Vander Esch would be so easy if Thomas cuts in. Only thing we're worried about is somebody needs to step in. So I am in a real game. This guy would step in to inside these numbers, meaning the pass that I would make here to Logan Thomas would have to be right here. And we have Trayvon Diggs. And if Trayvon Diggs is inside this number, he's getting a pick. Guaranteed. Especially if I'm throwing crossbody. Reason I ran blitz is because I wanted to get used to not having a safe pocket to play in. Okay, so we're going to run. Just going to let him run it. Now, I know how to run the ball, but, you know. Okay. All right, let's see what they get. So this play, same thing. Flat is on our left with the star over. No, that's all right, let's see what we can get out of this. Right. So like when a blitz is coming, I feel like you should, when you're playing somebody who blitz, I feel like the first thing you should be doing is looking to make a good play, make a good read. So who's open here? Okay, so this is a good read. And maybe even McLaurin in a little bit, like right here. But then I also have to consider this can be picked by either two. So this is this would be my second choice, honestly. My third choice would clearly be the flat here. I feel like that's the most obvious one. My last choice would be over the top outside to J-Dot right here. And I've been playing Madden long enough to know if I don't throw a high pass, the ball will get picked. So that right there I felt was a good read. So right there I didn't get to see my play art, so that doesn't count. Okay, so this is a good read. This is, I believe that's the Y trail, I think, or X trail, I think what the play is called. So they set up in a close trip, so I think that's what that is, on the right side, and then a deuce on the left. So let's see what we have open. So here we have J-Dot is open. Obviously Terry is open here on the curl route, meaning like by the time I get the ball, this is a 5-yard gain at best. If I hit him off the jump, like before he turns, I might get 6 or 7. I might be able to cut it inside with Terry, drag him here. Hopefully a defender gets blocked or something of that sort. I might be able to get some extra yards. Or I could turn him outside and try to make some moves. One of these blocks are going to get held. Make a move on him. Gives me enough time to cut it back inside. And the only other thing would be, once I cut it back inside, I would have to get around him and try to make a move over here. So my first read would obviously be to look at Terry on this play. This is where I always look at Terry. Then I look at Kurt Cole. And if the defense looks like that, where it looks like two guys are stacked on top of each other playing defense, I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to throw it to the guy who hits the middle. And the worst thing about this is the bullet pass. I started the bullet pass right here. And ideally, I would want him to catch the ball right here. But he catches the ball all the way out here. So I feel like the delay on some of the controls in this game do play a part. The delays in the newer Madden do play a part in my failures. I'm used, you know. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at this one, right? So let's look at it. This is against a blitz, 5-man blitz, right? Boom. Who do I have? My 2 curl routes. This would have got me more time, more space. This right here is because I waited it out. I'm acting like I don't know the coverage. I know the coverage. It's a coverage here, here, and here. Flats are going to guard all the way up to the 5 and turn around, or the 10 and turn around, and that's it. So I knew this, but I still took my time to kind of process the play here. So I do think Terry should have been my first read, but I was also trying to visualize the pressure here. All right, so we have a play action, well, not play action, but we have a motion play, right? Let's see, it kind of is a play action. So I feel like right there, he's wide open, right? I don't think he got that in, but let's look at it. Right, I don't like letting the pressure settle in on these blitz plays, because like I wait one more second, pressure is in my face, right? So look what I have here. I know the controls in this game are bad. I have Terry off the break, but my quarterback doesn't turn around yet. Bang. This is a dot bullet. I might throw a low pass. I would wait for him, for this guy out here at 22 over here on the side left of the screen, to slide a little more out before I make the pass. But then I have to consider that Leighton Van Der Esch could possibly get to this ball if it's not delivered right here on the hash. Same with him. He can get to it. He can get to it. By the time the ball is delivered, I realistically would want to make the pass and bang right here. What I'm risking is if he flies across the screen and gets a pick, or Terry doesn't go down and really catch that ball, I would throw a low one, meaning that it's a higher possibility that he can get the pick or bat the ball down. You know, this is all the stuff I consider. Wide open, easy. He just dropped it there. I gotta remember holding R2 after you catch. I've been having issues with that. Okay, all right, let's look at this. So boom, bang, wide open, first down. This is a first down. If I hit him right here. If I hit him right here, but I did the bullet pass, look. By the time the bullet pass fires off, I know I started the bullet pass right here. But guess where he catches it? All the way over there. An entire hash, 2 hash worth away. So that's the stuff we consider here. This is the stuff I consider here. Okay, bang, bang. I try to make a play. It wasn't able to develop. Now here, I could have waited for Curtis Samuel's post route to go through, which he's not running efficiently, and the cut wasn't hard enough. When players make hard cuts like this, if it's me running the route, I'm bowing it out just like he did, bringing it out, ooh, sliding outside this guy. I'm not running through him, sliding away, bang, hard cut. And by the time I cut, I would be here, meaning that I'm playing against the receiver. Realistically, this is still, I would have, this is his inside shoulder now. When they turn their back, their outside shoulder becomes their inside shoulder, meaning he's looking over his shoulder trying to make a play. Meaning if I throw a bullet pass, I can get it. But the only thing about the bullet pass is that I've seen linebackers jump up and take this away. So I would have to wait till he gets like right here, completely out of the cone of vision. Because if I throw it here, I mean, well, I know realistically if I throw it here, it's going to get thrown to the hash, meaning that this ball would get intercepted or batted down. But if I throw it realistically how I would expect it, the ball would be delivered here, meaning that it can still be defended properly, and the linebacker could easily jump the gun and take that one out the air. Maybe I would throw a low pass as well, meaning that the linebacker has a higher chance of taking it out the air. So the flat outside shoulder passes, these passes for the outside shoulder to QB typically do not get completed as well for right-handed QBs. So honestly, left-handed crossbody is even worse. So honestly, this was my best read here on this play. Let's go one more play, and then I'm gonna take a break, go use the bathroom, and come back. All right, so let's go. So pressure got to me good. I think it's because it was a bit of a play action. Let's run another play. Okay, this is something I can do. So that one, that was a late pass. I'm about to go use the bathroom. We back, right? So we had another play where we had a chance to make something happen. So let's put ourselves in a more realistic position. I typically find myself throwing a lot of my interceptions right here on the 40-yard line from the right hash, you know, right near midfield. So let's see what we got. So we got I guess you could say a reverse post and a actual post, right? So against defenses like this, I like to send two posts at a one at the top of the joint. So I know that I don't have this per se, but I know I have a blitz coming. So I could have waited that out. That was a bad pass. So let's go review it. Let's go review it. See where we messed up. Well, number one, Curtis Samuel is a no-go. Unless I throw a low pass off the bank, right? The ball is getting delivered to right here. The low bullet pass is going to be like right here. He can get to it, and he can step up behind it. Low chance. Could have waited through a low pass as soon as he, boom, low pass off the break. Then I got to worry about him dropping back pick. So I just wait for the separation. This is the most separation I'm going to get. And low pass or not, he can still pick this off. So honestly, the inside middle zone is dropping out of his coverage completely. He's leaving that over the middle, over the middle stuff open, right? And I know this now, right? So let's go for a pass play. If I know that he will leave that open, right? I'm attacking him like this. But look, I got it over the top because I threw a touch pass, right? And he committed to Antonio Gibson. So like in a position where he steps up right here, I'm letting go of the bullet pass. I'm throwing the touch pass because ideally it's a pick. Ideally this is a pick. Ideally. But I know since I threw a touch passes and it's a linebacker, I mean, yeah, he could have picked this, but linebackers don't jump. If you've been playing bad enough, long enough, you know only a few linebackers jump. Leighton Vander Esch ain't one who's going to jump. He'll one who will take it, but he won't jump. And with Antonio Gibson here, he has to commit to Gibson. So in all reality, let's see what's open. No deep ball is open. I might have X if I throw a bullet pass and I can get it over his shoulder and I can get it completed right here. It can't go no further than this 25-yard line. So iffy pass. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, he just got there. He got there in time. Should have threw a touch. Didn't see him. All right, let's go. All right, I like this. Easy completion. It don't get no easier than that. I don't even have to explain this one, but I'm going to just show y'all why that was the option, right? Why I didn't audible out on this play. Ball snap. I can go to Cole Turner and get a tackle for a loss or only get 2 yards, or wait it out because I know that now that I have Cole Turner here in my flat, that he's going to come here. And as soon as he hits this hash, is when Trayvon Diggs decides he's going to move. He's going to drop down. So by the time Diggs drops down, or he has the time to drop down, Terry McLaurin is beat. Has him beat, right? But I know I don't have a Patrick Mahomes, and he's not going to complete a line. I would wait till he turns around fully, like right here. That would be the perfect motion, right? The ball is already out. He only turned around because, well, the ball's passed. He has to turn around or he's failing his assignment. So I might have him in the back of the end zone, maybe a perfect pass right here. All reality is they're about maybe 10 yards width apart, 2 yards in length apart. So it's a lot less ground to cover because he's not going vertical. So that was easily the pass I would go for here on that play. Here's why, right? Here's why. Look at it from my perspective. Look how fast the blitzer gets to me. I stay in the pocket and the edge rusher kills him. Now I know this play. Dotson is actually, do I know this play? Ball. Out. What is that? Out fly. I think this is called the DB curl, and if I'm not mistaken, yep, Dotson is supposed to turn here. Dotson's supposed to turn. I think that's called the DB curl play. I definitely had options, but I went for a safety valve throw on there. All right, let's see what we can get out of this. I'm just gonna run it because I don't want to throw slants just yet. Just yet. Okay, this is a play, an unorthodox play that I would never run. Wait it out. It ain't nothing there. If I had a faster QB, I would have got out. There was nothing there. Just waited too long. All right, let's see. This is a play that I sometimes go to. Dime. Leighton Vander Esch can't get in there. That's why I threw a touch pass instead of a bullet. Bullet pass, he would have got it. Never run this play. But if I did, it would be right there. It would be right there. Late pass, but, you know, he still caught it. Let's see. Okay. I'll put another play I would never run. Wait. I wanted to stop, but I didn't. All right, let's get one more in. We know who gets open. Bang. We know who was going to get open. All right, we're done. Right. Let's play one game online. I haven't played an online regular with a regular team since I first got the game. Let's play one game online. Woo! I gotta put on that tonic, cause oh, my scrum cap is here, and we doing contact today. Perfect. I play rugby, by the way, y'all. So I need to get a scrum cap because I got a knot in my head from when my teammate accidentally elbowed me when we were doing the lift, the throw-in, and then I got also probably got a mini concussion in the first game when I got kneed in the back of the head. So a padded helmet would do me some justice and protection for my head, because I feel like that's the place out of everywhere I get hit, my head is the bad spot. Let's do it, bro.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Howell, first play, going to throw it. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. 2nd and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it. Go.
Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Howell from the gun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Powell, he'll look to throw it. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Robinson will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Powell, 3rd and goal. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel from 3 yards out. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They run it again with Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
56.
On first down, Allen eluding the pressure right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be
Ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive. It's really a nice time. Plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready? Crack on, lady. Coming to the sun. I'm coming closer. 58 the mic. 58.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
57 to Mike.
On second down, Cook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
52 is the mic right here over there.
Cook up the gut. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 43-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Round 80.
Watch the curl.
Mike 52. Hey, let's get it.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Powell's throw complete there to Thomas. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now he dumps this off over the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And that was Dorian Williams who found his way through and planted him for a loss on the play. Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout.
Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he gets it up past the 35. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They run again on first down. Cook. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
Low key, my decision making this game has not been the worst. This is probably the best decision making game. That's probably why the score is so low. If it was a higher score, it's because I wasn't doing what I needed to do. And if the score is high, then it means the other team has scored too.
Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I didn't want to switch into that angle. I forgot to switch back, so I couldn't see. Stephon Diggs got away with a block in the back there. He's literally pushing me. I can't go anywhere. I tried turning around, but it's fine. To be fair, I mean, he ran his way in respectfully, and it was only 3 plays, which is even worse. He took a minute and 20 seconds off the clock with 3 plays, or however long was left.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I would love to use his tactic here, or their tactic.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Just looking.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get this one.
Hey, I don't know. It was I knew that. I had a feeling it was cover 3 just based off how those guys were pressed down on me. But I didn't want to say, oh, yeah, this is cover 3 and be wrong. Had a feeling though, just the way they were pressing down, and then when he ran it, when he spread his defense back, when he pushed it back, I kind of saw it. Cause they move parallel. Everyone move. Like everyone moves the same. When they pinch in, it's easy to tell that you're a nickel. When you spread them out, it's easy to tell that they're running a cover 3. This is wild.
Pass complete, Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal.
This is really down to a minute 40 something, minute 30.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this.
I'm trying to work myself towards the right hash a little bit. I like to run it from hash to hash because it gives me.
Come up now on 2nd down. Gibson again.
I believe one of those guys was blitzing.
Steady progress, but I see your face.
No, he was running.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Powell to throw. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 3 timeouts left. They can use them all if necessary. 1st and 10 here. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.
That's all. Oh, it's perfect.
And it is good. Yes. He splits
I thought I had it early, but I forget my screen is glitching a little bit, so I can get away with the early kick.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able.
I was low-key nervous.
With this game.
And it's crazy. Like, the numbers are crazy. Let's just take a look here, right? So we have scored. So we have 185 yards of offense, 135 yards of offense for my team, right? That means that the defense was either doing their job, or we literally both have enough to where we both went down and had 2 scoring drives. We both used the clock to our advantage in this game. I think that's what also helped. He rushed way more than me, but I threw 4 yards more than him, 3 yards more than him. I had 1 more 1st down, and I punted. I think the best decision I made was the punt. We both only returned the ball once. Yeah, he had 2 turnovers. I was 4 for 6 3rd down conversions. He didn't convert any of his 3rd downs, but he converted both his 4th that he went for. The other 2, and I believe the 4th that he went for that he converted were the run plays. The other 2 is where he kicked a field goal. No, he didn't kick a field goal. So what he Hmm. Hmm. He went down to the red zone and didn't score once. I did it. I scored every time I went. Had 2 red zone touchdowns. I held the ball more, but that's because I was trying to use the clock to my advantage. I like when I can get a first down after when I get a first down and I'm at the, all right, so say I'm at the 40, right? My 40, or their 40, and I get a first down at the 50. I proceed to run that ball because here's what I know as a Madden player. For one, I know Joey Sly can make a 60-plus yard field goal. 60, I would push it at 63. Like, I'll show you. I know this for a fact because I always questioned it. I was like, okay, like Joey Sly has a high overall kick power, so like, why not test it out? I tested it out so many times. And so I know that if I have to settle for a kick from the 50, I am in trouble. But I know that if I can get to the 45, I am in precise position to score a field goal. That's why, like in those close games, I run it. In those scenarios, if I'm trying to get a first down, I'm not running the ball. It takes up time, but when you think about it, it doesn't take up as much time depending on how far you are. And I'm glad I just dropped down with the 16 seconds on the clock, 18 seconds on the clock, so I can hurry up and call a timeout. Because it takes 12 seconds for the team to get set. So it's 10 to spike the ball, right? It was 8 to spike the ball, realistically 10. 12 meaning it was 14. That's why I had 2 seconds left on the clock. So I mean, you just know. I just know. Like, let me show you. Joey Sly can ace a 60-yard field goal. Ace it. And I was playing online, so in my dorm, the Wi-Fi is absolutely garbage. Like, the Wi-Fi here is garbage. So the whole game, I'm thinking, like, please don't let me get kicked out. Especially when I was kicking and I could see it lagging. That pick I got with Cody Barton, I don't know. I was never thinking of, let me go kick a field goal. No, I wasn't even thinking that field goal. Let me go, play coverage, get a pick. Right? So look, in a position, right, he could have shut me down and called his timeouts, right? And if I'm right here on the hash, I'm good. Because I know Joey Sly has a mean leg. So where did you kick it from, right? From the 64. From the 64-yard field goal. Money. And this isn't even full. That wasn't even in the red. That was in the green. So I aced a 64-yard field goal. Let's move the back. Let's move the ball back. Let's move the ball back, you know. Right? I know. Like, let's move the ball back. Right? Let's move her right here. Let's move her back a yard. Let's go 65. Pull back on the stick. Gives you more depth. Bang. Bang. Oh. Well, it didn't register. That's the only thing. If you're gonna kick it in the red, the reason it's in red is because you have a bare minimum chance of actually acing it. So I'm gonna go early. Bang. This one will rub the upright. Snuck it in. I snuck it in. And that's because I know the wind is 9 miles per hour. I mean, 7 miles per hour, right? I know this. I'm looking at it. Boom, right? So this one is one of those kicks. This felt like a weak kick. It really did. But it got through. And the amount of space I have maybe a yard to spare. Maybe a yard to spare. Maybe. This is all I'm worried about is right here. Like right here is good. We need to see when the ball really comes through. So like, yeah. We got a yard to spare. Let's move it back. It's a little too much. Right here. That's how much space I can play with. Snuck it in. When you hit the red, it gives you like an extra yard. And on top of that, the kick was a accurate kick. So it was going to go exactly where I kind of aimed for it to go. And honestly, we might be able to go for a 70-yarder and hit the bar. All right, where we at? 70? I think we just kicked a 70. Was that a 70? Oh no, that's not 70. I'm thinking 70. No. I mean from like the 50-yard line. We might be able to do a 67. All right, we're gonna drop it like just so it registers as a 67. Right, pull back on the stick, send her a little bit this way. Perfect. We snuck it in. I don't think I realized that. We just snuck it in. I don't think you realize. We just sneaking in a 67-yarder itself is nothing short of amazing. Holy, like, look at how close we are. This is a good kick. Right? So I'm actually going to slide it. This is why I hate kicking from the right hash. I'm the least accurate I could possibly be kicking from the right hash. Look at this. So I'm forced to kick inside. Right. I'm going to call a timeout because I clearly missed this, right? Okay. I clearly missed that. I clearly missed that. All right, let's try again. So this means we're too close to the bar. We're not making it. This means we can hit the bar. Dot. My most inaccurate kicks come from me kicking with the right foot. All right, let's put her. Let's see how off we will be for a 71-yarder. Maybe. Let's see, just 68-yarder. I keep thinking 71. Yeah, this is bad. This is not a good kick. It's hitting the bar. Yeah, we missed that. I'm pretty sure we missed that. It looked like we did. Let's see. Did we? Yeah, we missed this. There's no way we make it. Yeah, that one, literally the yard makes a difference. So we know he can make a 67-yard field goal. And this is with the miles per hour at 7. I really have bare minimum control. Yeah, I couldn't even see the meter. But, you know, those are the things so what I consider all the time in those close games are, number one, can I make a field goal? Number two, am I going to be making an accurate field? I look at the miles per hour on your, like, say I scored before, right? I look over. I know that the miles per hour is whatever it is, and I use that to my advantage. If the miles per hour are pushing towards the field goal, I can make up to a 68-yard field goal. Up to. If it's pushing against, I cannot make 60 yards. I can, but I can make 60 yards maybe. If it's pushing left, there's a low chance that I hit it perfect, just straight down the middle. I ace it. There's a chance that it hits the left and I miss it, or I barely get it inside, or I hit it off the upright, something, you know. So there's a lot of stuff I consider. That's all I consider when kicking. Yeah, so this is literally all the stuff I consider. When it comes to winning the game, that's why I was able to win it, because I assessed it properly. I knew, okay, if I let up a touchdown on this drive, he's either giving it back with 2 minutes left, a minute left, or he's going to score one before we hit the 2-minute warning. And just like that, he scored before we hit the 2-minute warning, because he locks. If you shut me down 2 back-to-back plays, you have to shut me down 2 back-to-back plays to get the ball back. That's the clearest. That's the best motive. Shut me down 2 back-to-back plays to have a higher chance of getting the ball back. If I get a first down, right, and there's 30 seconds left on the clock, and I just crossed the 40, your 40, there's a bare minimum chance that I win the game. There is 0% chance I win the game. 0% chance I win this game. If we're tied. If we're tied, I take risk. I pass it. Or I'll run it if we're tied. And if I run it, I'm going for a field goal. If I pass it, I want it for a touchdown, or I want it for a closer field goal. Here's what you consider. How bad have you been shutting me down? How many times have you sacked me, right? So if you sack me a lot of times, I'm going to run it. If I have not been sacked all game, and I've been able to use my team and my squad and completely power slam you this entire game, I'm going to pass that ball, because I'm not steering away from what's been helping me win. That's when you got to step your defense up. Run up a cover 4, run a cover 3, no cover 4s, I'm beating that. Cover 3, bang bang, shut me down. Cover 3 out the nickel, shut me down. That's how you could beat me. Cover 3 out the nickel when I'm trying to make plays in the clutch will shut me down. Don't you run no man, don't you run no cover 4, don't you run no Tampa 2, don't you run no cover 2, don't you run a zone blitz at me, I'm still going to make a play happen. Once you run a zone blitz once, it's up. I'm making a good pass that's not going to be completed, or I'm making a good pass that I know will be completed, or I have a high chance of completing, just so I can understand, okay, you sent the blitz at me, you're going to send it again, because it looked like I panicked. And I know that when people seem to panic, they go and push even harder. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you think I'm a panic and throw a dot, you know, replace the blitzer. That's all I think about. When somebody blitzes me, I just think if they're running the same blitz back to back, I just try and run a route or a play to the area they just came from, run a route to where they just came from, because that means there's a hole in the defense. Your blitzer came down, your guy's going to stay in his spot, or he's going to slide to his spot, meaning that I have the early. So if I'm thinking about the inside middle linebacker safe covers, the yellow zone and the cover 3 with a blitz coming from the other linebacker, he's either going to slide right because of how many I have bunched up on that side, or he's going to slide right and stay there, or just stay where he is, right? So if he slides right, I have it early. If he stays where he is, I have it late, meaning I'm going to take pressure and I'm going to have to throw the ball as soon as my guy gets within 2 feet of your guy. Just the simplistic stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm done with the Madden. Let me lock in. I got practice today and I need to go get my package. All right, bro.